Hey, it's Mark. Good morning. A few days ago, I was talking with a friend in the medical billing service business about a particular state law. This is California's law that's referred to as AB 72 that deals with out-of-network billing, quote, surprise medical bills. In a non-emergency context. This video isn't about AB 72. It's rather about the fact that the way that we're seeing insurance companies react to the legislation indicates that they know darn well that they're playing a long-term game. AB 72 imposes obligations on them to pay at certain levels chiefly tied either to a multiple of Medicare rates, which would be probably outliers that they would pay based on that multiple, or, if larger, an average contracted rate. The way it appears that carriers are playing this is to push down over time what the average contracted rate is, in part by refusing to renew contracts that are currently at levels that would skew the average upward, to push payment levels to where no one thought they would go, which is the very low multiple, actually, of Medicare. So the issue here is being able to play the long game, being able to see the long game, being able to see the second order of thinking, the ability to say, well, we're being forced to pay rates, but what happens to those rates over time, and what can we do to effect those rates? But if you flip this over, look at the other side, the medical group level, many groups are just concerned with today's rates. This is an example, rates. It could be anything else. It could be the way you deal with a hospital in terms of their long-term plan for, say, the service you provide. And that service doesn't have to be a traditional hospital-based service. I've seen hospitals, in essence, throw out a cardiac surgery group and bring in new cardiac surgeons as if they were simply a contracted service. So, in doing the strategic thinking for your group, it's essential that you not only think about this year, next year, a few years down the line, but think farther out. Think 10 years out, think 15 years out. Now, yes, you may not be able to control most of what is going to happen over that long-term period of time, but at least factor that thinking into the way that you determine your strategy, because some things that are going to have an effect for 10 years, 15 years, can be seeded now, can be manipulated now, can be structured now, if you'll only engage in that level of thinking.